All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you. It's 9 minutes with me here from Rosie's Corner. It is a Friday, which means fish, fish, fish. Get your sandwich or your entree, of course, with the fries and coleslaw or the mac and cheese. Get it all, if you ask me, here at Rosie's Corner, a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. And you can, of course, get the pizza and wing combos during the week, as well as your Meatloaf Monday, your Turkey Slop Tuesday, and your Chicken and Biscuit Wednesday. Get on down here to Rosie's Corner, the official pizza shop of the ML Sports Platter. Super, super, super busy weekend in the National Football League. Let's prep for it right here with just highlighting these guys hosting the Indianapolis Colts. And I think that there's going to be a couple of major keys in this game. I think from the Buffalo standpoint, the first thing is first home game hosted in 25 years. Haven't won a playoff game in 25 years. Hadn't won the division in 25 years. Fans in the building for the first time all season long. And I think that's, again, where Sean McDermott, the head coach, comes in. Keeping guys grounded, keeping guys focused, the tunnel vision, here in the moment. Don't worry about the prognosticators. Don't worry about the Super Bowl talk. Don't worry about the Chiefs matchup down the line. It's about today, focus, and we've got to win today. And frankly, they have to win this game. It's all been nice. It's all been rosy and peachy and all the rest. 13-3, won the division, swept the division, signature wins throughout the year, primetime success, all that sort of thing. But it's done now. You hit the reset button. If they lose this game, all of that stuff just goes right into the garbage. And frankly, this season is completely irrelevant in Bills history, I think. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, you make your mark in the postseason. Will this team be ready? Can they curb the emotions? I think they probably, in the beginning, start to feel a little bit of it, but I think they'll settle down. Another huge factor of this game is the Colts running game and the screen game to guys like Hines and Jonathan Taylor, and of course that thunder and lightning type deal with Jonathan Taylor and Hines as well. This is a very, very good backfield. They can run it, they can catch it, and it's part of Phillip Rivers getting the ball out of his hands quickly, which he does incredibly well, and is a signature of a Frank Reich offense anyway. We saw the Philadelphia Eagles quarterbacks do that back when he was the OC of the Eagles, and now we'll see the situation here tomorrow. If the Bills can contain the run and they can neutralize the screen game, you're going to get Phillip Rivers to feel really uncomfortable. I'm not saying that history is going to repeat itself in Buffalo, but Phillip Rivers in the past has struggled on the big stage, on the road, in the cold, in the fourth quarter. That is absolutely a huge thing for Buffalo. They've got to control and neutralize, though, the screen game and the ground game in order to get Phillip Rivers to, as Phil Simms said just recently, pat the ball, start to look like he's shaky and panicky and all the rest, and having the jitters. Get him into that mode, and the Bills maybe can create a couple of turnovers from that Colts offense, rather. Another huge thing for this game, in my opinion, of course, is going to be the health of the Buffalo Bills. Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, they practiced yesterday. They were listed as questionable after that practice, but I think both of them will go. And again, the information will come out after this video, so if something is different from what I'm saying or a prediction, I did this before seeing anything get released. I think they'll both play. I think they'll both be hindered. They're not going to be 100%. And so therefore, can the Bills' depth and versatility that has shined all year long, Dawson Knox, Isaiah McKenzie, Gabe Davis, John Brown is now back, can those guys do enough in addition to a 75% Stephon Diggs, an 80% Cole Beasley, or 60% for both of them? We won't know how healthy they are. That's going to be a big thing for me, and it is a weakness, the Colts secondary. That's the weakness of that defense. And so if I'm the Bills, regardless of the health of the top two wide receivers, and again, Beasley I think is even more important than Diggs, because the Colts, they're going to mix and match a lot of schemes, probably throw a lot of zone at Josh Allen, which we've seen him beat both man and zone all year long, no matter the opponent. But I think that, early, I think the Bills have to just stick to the blueprint that they have all year long. Spread it out, 4 wide, 10 personnel, and say, here it is, hit it. Here's my Bob Gibson fastball right down the plate. Can you hit it? And the secondary of the Colts so far this year, they have created some turnovers. We know that the linebacker in front of them, Darius Leonard's a very, very good player. They can create things, it's an opportunistic defense at times, but when you get that secondary floating around, guessing, they can be shredded. And I think Josh Allen has got to just go back and sling it like you wouldn't believe. And that's no different than all the other games this year that we've seen with record-setting numbers with Allen and Diggs from a Bills standpoint and from a league standpoint. Go with the blueprint all year. Brian Dable, Josh Allen, of course, working on that, I'm sure, all week, and how to beat the Colts defense. Another big thing in this game for me is a typical playoff game. All playoff games come down to 4 huge things on both sides of the football. Third down efficiency. Can you get off the field if you're the defense? Can you convert and move the chains if you're the offense? Red zone offense, which the Bills have been great at all year. And of course, turnovers and special teams. If you win those battles in the postseason, your chances of winning go up so much. And so it's going to be interesting, those 4 categories: third down efficiency, special teams, turnovers, and red zone offense. It's going to be incredibly fascinating to watch those 4 things in all the games, really. But those 4 deals right there, if you win 3 of 4 even, you got a great chance to win. If you win all 4, your chances of winning are pretty close to 100%. So, I think the Bills, again, they've got to succeed in those categories, and it's a must-win. I mean, that's all there is to it. The reset button has been hit. I guarantee you at one Bills drive that they've been focused all week. Sean McDermott, one of the best in the business at keeping his team right here. I would have wanted no other coach in the league probably than Sean McDermott this year during the whole Corona times. And, when are we playing? Where are we playing? Titans, Chiefs back-to-back weeks, the adversity faced there, the Hail Murray against Arizona. The testing policies, the protocols, the league rules, all the things that have gone in. You've got to be so buttoned up and disciplined. Could you imagine Rex Ryan coaching right now during the coronavirus? My God, that guy would be waking up, not getting tested. He would be out eating dog food and basically just, hugging and licking people's faces. I mean, that's what Rex Ryan would be doing, eating donuts at 3 o'clock on a Friday, prepping for a game. That's not McDermott. He's so right here. He's so buttoned up. He's so tight. He's so serious. He can be a nutbuster at times, but this guy is all business, and I think that's helped the Buffalo Bills get through this season and have success this season. I think this game's going to be close. I know that there's a lot of Bills fans who think that the team's just going to roll the Colts and all the rest. I would be very, very careful. I would be very, very careful with immediate expectations, and they have to do this and they have to do that based on what they did in the regular season. It doesn't work that way. Look at Baltimore last year, a team that I think went 14-2, and they got pounded against Tennessee, and Lamar Jackson was awful. This is also a big game for Josh Allen, 24-year-old quarterback. He's 0-1 so far in the playoffs, had the bad game last year against Houston. What can he do this year? Again, he's young. He has a lot of cracks at it. You sometimes just stumble before you rise. This is a huge game for Josh Allen to get back into it. It's another chance for the Bills and Allen and McDermott and all the naysayers, another chance for them to prove that they belong, and they have to win this game. I think it's going to be close, so I'm going to go 26-23. I think actually the Bills' defense makes a huge play in the second half, whether that's a fumble recovery, an interception. We know how deep the Bills' defense is as well, from Edmonds to Milano to Epinesa to Klein to Jerry Hughes, who's rested from last week. The secondary, you plug in a Zimmer here, a Dean Marlowe there, all over the defense. I think they get a big turnover, and then they convert from that turnover as the difference in this game. Frank Wright coming back to town, of course, the former backup quarterback to Jim Kelly with the greatest comeback in franchise history. January 3rd, 1993, a 28-year anniversary of that already this week with a comeback against the Houston Oilers. Mike Lindsley with you here, 9 minutes with me, Rosie's Corner. Fish Friday, come on and get it. Fish Friday, Meatloaf Monday, all the themed food days, and the pizza and wings to die for every day here at Rosie's Corner. Thanks for watching. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.